Cleaning up the table because I'm doing a tutorial. Cleaning up the table because I'm doing a tutorial. Yeah. Let's... Headphones. When I see you again. Today I'm going to show you guys a trick that can make your parents proud. A lot of times you show your parents card tricks and they really just get sick and tired of you because you seem to show them the same old trick every time. But this one's different. This one's different. I'm going to be using these bicycle guardian cards, which have to be the edgiest cards I've ever seen in my entire life. They're air cushion finish, made in the United States of America. These are premium quality playing cards that are designed for enhanced performance. So not only do they provide a quality finish, but they also enhance performance. So for this, you can have the deck mixed and shuffled. It really doesn't matter. If the spectator wants to do this, they can if they want to. It makes the trick more fair. As a matter of fact, if they don't want to shuffle, I insist they shuffle because I'm the one in charge. So you want to establish your dominance right off the bat. You don't want to make them think that at any point they have a free will in not only this card trick but in life in general, especially around you. So this is a good way to do that. Make them shuffle if they don't want to shuffle. So you turn to a spectator and you fan the cards out and you say, "Hey, sir, I want you to think of one of those cards. You got one? You're thinking of one? You're thinking of one there? Perfect. All right, that's fantastic." So the rest of these cards are shuffled, and then you turn to another spectator and have them remove just a random number of cards from the middle of the deck. So we'll play the role of the spectator here. We're role playing here and have imagine that the spectator takes out this little pile of cards. Of course, I turn away. I maybe involve this spectator and put his fingers in my ear so I can't hear them when they count these cards, because that's what I'm going to tell them to do. I tell them, "Sir, if you could please count." Oh, you cannot count. Okay, this is why I should stop doing tricks for autistic people. So you turn to another spectator that can count and you have them count the cards and remember the cards. So this is one of those advanced tricks for the spectators. You're not asking much for them, but they need to count and remember the cards. So in this case, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Of course, me being the magician here, I don't know that. So you tell the spectator to just put the cards somewhere in the middle. It really doesn't matter, but don't forget that number. Not to forget that number whatsoever, because that will be important. So you turn to this spectator and you ask him, "Hey, sir, you happen to be thinking of a card here, and this old chap happens to be thinking of a number." You know where this is going. So, "Sir, what's the card you're thinking of?" The freely selected card. "Oh, you're thinking of the 4 of hearts? Wow, thank you, sir. And sir, what's the number that you're thinking of?" "Oh, 9? So you don't think that if I count down 9 cards, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wouldn't it be crazy if this is the guys? If that isn't amazing, then I really don't know what else you could do at that point. So that's pretty much a very simple trick to do. Now, don't let the method fool you here, or the method scare you away. Just come back, come, don't leave. Like the video. So the method might scare you, but it works. It works well. So as long as you give it the appropriate attention it needs, I'm sure you guys are gonna do fine and be the life of the next party where you have playing cards available and can show your commitment to the art of magic. So the first thing you got to do is have the cards shuffled. Make sure the spectators remember that the cards are shuffled and there isn't really a setup to the deck, or there's some sort of order that the cards could have been in beforehand. As a matter of fact, if they return the cards to you prematurely, you return the cards to them and tell them, "No, that's not enough." And if they don't want to shuffle more, you insist. And this could be a fun back and forth between you and someone of the opposite sex or the same sex. It really depends if that's legal in your country or persecuted by death, but it depends. So they mix the cards up, they return it to you. Now what you got to do is that little tricky move from yesterday, the reverse fan. Oh yeah, some of you saw that coming. Yeah, leave in the comments if you saw that coming. Yeah. All right, so you're gonna do reverse fan. Now one tip that I have for you guys, if you have a hard time for trick, is make sure to follow me on Twitter, because I leave a lot of tips and extra videos on moves that some people might have an issue with on Twitter. So go and hit that bird up, hit the Quan. So you do a reverse fan with the cards, which I put a tip video on Twitter, which is why I bring it up. And you turn to a spectator and you tell them to remember a card they could see. Now you're going to grab them by the shoulder and make sure that they know to play along with you here. Now this might be a little bit of a dual reality ploy or an instant stooge kind of bit, but it's going to turn out to be impressive for them later when this card ends up being at the apparent freely chosen number here. So both people get a trick here. So don't think that this is some sort of weird instant stooge. So you turn to the spectator and say, hey, sir, I want you to think of the card you could see. When they make eye contact inevitably with you, just give them a little bit of a wink. So again, this is just to socially lubricate and facilitate the process here. So once you do that, you close up the fan, and what you need to do is control that card to the top of the deck in whatever way you want. Now you could do it right now, or you can do it after the spectator happens to take out the cards. However, I would do it right now because I don't want a keen spectator to think that I'm counting the remaining cards while the spectator is counting their cards or some weird thing like that. So I give the deck a little bit of a cut, a little bit of a mix. However, I'm just controlling that bottom card right to the top of the deck via your favorite method. Insert your favorite method. So once that's set, you spread out the cards and tell them to take just a little bit of a random chunk from the middle of the deck. Now this is gonna facilitate and force, not necessarily force. Sorry, let me not use that word. Some people might get triggered. So this is gonna facilitate the number process in a little bit in an otherwise very fair fashion. So you have them take out a random number of cards and you have them count it. Now again, you could do some byplay here and have this spectator maybe insert his fingers in your ear if they're clean, if you listen to your mom this morning, or you could do some byplay as to not hear the count. Now it doesn't matter. You never know. You never need to know what these cards are before they're dealt. So the spectator counts out these cards. I'm going to leave this card face up for the point of illustration here, but remember, this card's face down. So the spectator counts these cards to themselves. In this case, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yay! We know all the words. While the spectator is doing this, you're going to pick up the cards and just cut the top card to the middle and have your little pinky in there. You have your little pinky. Keeping a break there. So you're going to ask them to return the cards. Obviously, you're going to spread to the break. And all you need to do at this point is get a pinky break below the top card that they hand you there. Because what's going to happen is that card is going to be controlled to the bottom and the packet is going to be controlled to the top. What this does is that it places the card that this guy's thinking of at the number that this guy just removed by eliminating that one card. Now, you could have simply just put the little packet on top and double undercut the top card to the bottom and be in the same position. But having them return the spread back to the middle kind of implies some sort of fairness. And at this point, you're ready to go. This guy's thinking of a card. This guy's thinking of a number. And yeah, so they're going to be able to count the cards. Now, I think it's 13 if my memory is correct. So you have this guy name the card that he's thinking of, which to everybody else, because of the fairness of the spread, it should seem like he could have thought of any card. And this guy could have been thinking of any number because he could have removed any number of cards. So you deal face up, you have them deal. But really, at this point, you just ham it up and say, oh, there's no way, this is crazy, there's no possibility. You show the card, you collect the underwear, hopefully it's clean, and you're good. You have any card at any number that really only requires 2 moves, and you're good to go. You'll be fine, kid. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Give it the practice that it deserves, the little bit of practice that it deserves, and it will reward you with years of service. So make sure to like the video. Take out your anger on the like button. So that's the trick, guys. I'm gonna go and eat some frozen pig's feet.
You again, when I see 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 you When I see you again, when I see